And the next match will be the consolidation final between Beber&Co and Beber&Company. This is a repeat of the winner bracket semifinal. Beber&Co then won the match with a 2-0 score. So we'll see if Beber&Company will now be the winner or not. The winner, so, will go up against Euronics Gaming in the grand final. And also both these teams will receive some prize money as we start the first round. And this is a best of one, so it's going to be a quick one. The map is Alternative Current. So we'll see. We did see Beber&Company play on this track in the loser bracket final against Mad Drivers just before this one, so they might be pretty warmed up, although we don't see any evidence of that. They will struggle here in the start instead. Polteza is far behind. Here he is. Wow, he is super far behind. That's not going to be doable for Beber&Company, so Beber&Co will take a very quick first round. And oh, thanks Mad Rookie for the subscription as well. I appreciate it. Alright, we are live into the second round. So yeah, Beber&Company did play on this track in the loser bracket final, but they aren't really playing as well as they did then. And they are struggling again here in the start. What's going on? Beber&Company not playing to their normal standard. As we see Ray Revan with a small landing bug. So that will actually give Beber&Company the lead over this long stretch. That's how quickly it can change in this format. Through the loop, 4-4 in the relay count. Beber&Co not that far behind. Here's Ray Raven. Will allow Make Love and Lars to pass. Only behind with 2 or 3 seconds, I would say. Let's go back to Beber&Company. Sorrow losing a bit of ground here. You want to try to keep your team as close to each other as possible when you go through these relays. And now it looks like Beber&Co are in the lead. 8-9, a missed checkpoint for Beber&Company. So now we have the situation here where one of the teams are in the lead on the track, but the other team is in the lead in the relay count, and that means that the team behind on the track but ahead in the relay count can go for the finish earlier on the final lap. Looks like we have a couple of relay fails here from Beber&Company, and suddenly Beber&Co now in the lead with 10-12, but can they reach this next checkpoint in time? Yes, they will. So Beber&Co will win by points gap, and they are now up to match point. Yeah, Beber&Company not really playing that well, I would say. Missing too many relays, which is never a good sign. So see if they can get on the scoreboard as we start the third round. At the same time, Beber&Co have looked pretty stable so far. Avoided any major mistakes and are going through these checkpoints correctly. We already see them in the lead now, 1-2. Here we also see Beber&Company advancing up to first place over the stretch once again. But if they can't get through these checkpoints correctly though, it's all in vain. We'll see if they can do better in this round or not. 4-4 right now as we enter lap 2. See the red team not that far behind. But yeah, so far Beber&Company are doing the checkpoints well. they are in a good position to win their first point. So we are about to enter lap 3. See if Beber&Co will also get through this beginning. Looks like they will, so it's still a fairly close round. And you can definitely see Beber&Co making a comeback. Oh, but not anymore though. Ray Raven hits the checkpoint, forced to respawn. And that should be it for Beber&Co. They can play on the result now. Don't have to take any big risks anymore. Going through these checkpoints, Makusta will hit the wall. But it's not really too big of a mistake. Ooh, slow speed here for Sorrow. Can he make the jump? He will, but not by much. 16-15 will now be 17-15. See if they can close it out by points gap. No, not yet at least. This is also the final lap, of course. Take an overview look here to see exactly how far behind Beber&Co are. They most likely will lose this round. Beber&Co very close now to winning. Only got the ending left. Also in the lead with 20-18 in the relay count. And they will close it by points gap. So Beber&Co on the scoreboard now at 1-2. Still some hope. And whoever loses this match will go home with 15 euro. And then first and second place will get 60 and 30 euro. And yeah, that prize money is handed out every single Wednesday, so definitely try to participate in this unique cup. This format is found nowhere else. Actually, I think Chase Cup will also be played in the upcoming Advent calendar. So I guess that will be the second one. But this is the original one at least. As we are soon going to enter lap 2. Very close so far in this round. And Beber&Co do have the lead, so they could force a final round here if they win this one. 6-6. It's all tied up. Paltesa clips the wall. It's a bad spot to crash because you lose a ton of speed here in the uphills. Although we also see Ray Raven crashing at the same place. So Beber&Co being a bit lucky with that. Otherwise, I do believe Beber&Co would have gone up in the lead. So now Beber&Co in another great position can actually win this round. That would make the last, or the next round, the last one, no matter what. Although we do see Beber&Co in the lead in the relay count. If they get through this next one, yes they will. So 11-12 in favor of Beber&Co. Still not over. They aren't actually too far behind. This time also getting through this part without any problems. Lars jumping a lot to the right there, but got a lot of space here at this section of the track. Not really much to worry about. And I think that Beber&Co are gaining slightly here on Beber&Co, but it's not really much. And we are now into the final lap as well. So this is still looking good for Beber&Co. Makusta, Paltesa and Sorrow about to win their second round. Can they get through this final round correctly? They will fail the relay, but that might be on purpose. Whoever takes first place here in the finish will win the round. 19-18 now, so still keeping it together in the relays. It's pretty easy to do though in that part. And that should be it. Beber&Co will take it. Beber&Co tried to take a risk and go for the finish, but Beber&Co smartly decided to go for the checkpoints there and won it by points gap. So we have one more round remaining of this consolidation final. Door2Q won the first 2 rounds rather easily, but it was more because of Beber&Co struggling and making mistakes. And the last 2 rounds kind of was the opposite. Door2Q making a couple of minor mistakes and Beber&Co able to stay in front. So here we go, last round, and it is Beber&Co who will get the better start. Although Door2Q are not too far behind Lars though, having lost a lot here. So they will have to wait for him in the next checkpoint. Ooh, very close there, but Lars will able to sneak by. Keeping it tied up in the relay count. Ooh, looks like Beber&Co missed one, but Door2Q also missing the same checkpoint. So the score will stay at 3-3. And they missed the next one as well, and so does Beber&Co. What's going on? And looks like Ray Raven has made a massive mistake, but so has Makusta. Where's Makusta? Wow, Makusta is so far behind here. Wow, this is so costly for Beber&Co. And Door2Q also made a mistake at the same place. Ray Raven is far behind here. This is such an odd situation. Both teams waiting. Okay, Ray Raven is back now. So this is still looking very good for Door2Q, but wow, that could have gone either way. Had Beber&Co, or Makusta rather, not crashed, and they likely would have won, as we see Door2Q continuing to miss these relays. Maybe because of the pressure here, the final round of course. 7-7 in the relay count. Somehow Beber&Co is still in it. As Lars is waiting a lot here in the loop. Almost didn't make it. But they will continue onwards here. 8-8 now in the lead with 8-9. Where are Beber&Co? They are actually not too far behind. Will they make a comeback though? Only one more lap remaining. Makusta and Paltesa crashing. They can definitely not afford that if they want to make a comeback. Sorrow will have to wait now. And meanwhile we have Door2Q with good speed over the stretch. So they are still in a very good position here. Also in the lead in the relay count. But oh wow, Ray Raven almost clipping the ceiling of the checkpoint. But will jump into the final lap here with a lot of speed. Door2Q on their way to qualify to the grand final, where Euronics Gaming are awaiting. Ray Raven though with a crash, but it looks like Beber&Co are nowhere close. Lars waiting here now for Ray Raven. One small hope here for Beber&Co, but we need to see one more mistake though. Oh, that might be it though. Very low speed here for Door2Q. No, but Sorrow has made a mistake. Paltesa will go for the finish though. Paltesa in the lead now, 17-16 in the relay count. What is going on here? It looks like Beber&Co will take it. Paltesa through the loop, and he will secure the win for Beber&Co somehow. I have no idea how though. Wow, Door2Q basically threw away that round. Had a huge lead and only a few turns left, and then they just kind of threw it away. They had the lead also in the relay count, so they could have just gone for the finish. But yeah, that was really odd. Beber&Co though will take it. Paltesa securing the win for his teammates Makusta and Sorrow, so they will qualify to the grand final, winning here against Door2Q with a 3-2 score. GG!